Okay, so I'm out here by myself because outside sometimes is the only place I can be by myself, that or the bathroom. We've got 4 kids and a few inside animals. Um, but anyway, I wanted to do a little bit of a video because I took a video a few days ago that I really wanted to share, but I also wanted to add a little bit to it because I just had a couple things I wanted to share. I've been having a couple weeks that were really hard, and I was getting a little bit depressed and feeling like nothing was getting done, and I was really, really discouraged. And as if you've read my blog, which I do have a blog, it's shilohomestead.net, you know that I do struggle with depression sometimes, and I was having a really hard time the past couple weeks, and I was just really, really discouraged. And so this past week I decided, I've been trying to take care of myself, but I've also decided I'm going to look for some good things. I just needed to look for some good things this week, so I did. I'm going to show you one, try to show you one right now if I can. Just one second. So I happened to go outside. I had to put an Etsy order in the mailbox, so it'll go out in the mail first thing this morning, and I just noticed that I can't see it so good now. It's starting to fade, but the sunset was beautiful tonight, and that was just something that brought me a little bit of joy. Also, I'll take you back over here where you can see it. It's a little bit, take me a minute to get there. But also, this past week, our big lilac tree started blooming. And it just, every time I go in the front door of the house, I can smell all the lilacs. And it just smells beautiful. And they're one of my favorite flowers, and they bring me joy. So here's our beautiful lilac tree right here. Okay, now I'm gonna turn you back around and I'll finish what I have to say before I share the rest of this. Okay, so another couple things just happened this week that helped me see some good things and brought me a little bit of joy and kind of eased what I was going through a little bit. One happened at work in the store, and this one lady, she's a regular. She comes every day on the bus, and she leaned over and she's like, I want to buy her coffee about one of the other customers. And I said, okay. And so I rang her up for her coffee and one of the customers' coffee, and she looked at me, she goes, I just like doing nice things for people. It brings me joy. And that just made me, feel good, that, because sometimes you get kind of negative and you're like, ugh, especially when you're dealing with the public. I love people for the most part, but sometimes it's tiring. So that was just a little bright spot. Another person the next day came in, an older gentleman, and I'd never seen him before. I think he was just passing through. He had filled up with gas, and then he went and he used our air machine, and it's free at our store. It's free. So most places nowadays you have to pay for it, but ours is free. And I'm going to keep walking because something that's not bringing me joy right now are all the mosquitoes. But anyway, he made a point. He paid for the gas outside. He used the air machine, and he could have just left. But he made a point to come inside, and he wanted especially to tell us that he just thought it was really nice, and he was very thankful that we had such a nice air compressor and that it was free and we could just let people use it. And so that was another little bright spot. But the biggest thing is, on Friday afternoon, I was leaving my house to go pick up my son, who's 15, from his job, because obviously he's 15, he can't drive yet in New York State. So I take him to and from his job, and he works for an older gentleman, and he helps him with all his lawn care, and he helps him with his tractors and painting his outbuildings and his barns and just anything in the gardens, digging ditches for him when they worked on the sewer one day, a whole bunch of stuff. And the guy's great. He loves my son. My son enjoys working with him, and gotta keep walking. These mosquitoes are bad tonight. And anyway, so I was leaving, and just up the road, not too far from our house, I saw a doe cross in front of me. And then I'm gonna add the video so you can see what else I saw. I was so excited, and it made me so happy, and I was just really blessed by it. And I hope you enjoy it. So have a good week, guys. Bye. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I don't know where the baby went. Oh, it's right behind that diagonal log. That's the smallest, newest fawn I have ever seen. Let's see if I can put it in park. There we go. Mom is not very happy that I'm this close. Let me zoom in. See the baby? The little head moving around? It is tiny. So tiny. It just crossed the road in front of me. This is just down our little road from our house.